Royal realms, imagine walking into any room, speaking just one sentence, and immediately every eye turns, every ear listens, every heart feels the weight of your words. That's the quiet magic Sigma females possess. Have you ever noticed how some women don't have to shout, beg, or prove themselves to command total respect? They just speak, and the world listens? Once upon a real moment, there was a woman named Celeste. No fancy titles, no dramatic entrances, no booming voice. She entered a heated business meeting where executives were clawing for attention. Celeste leaned back, said one sentence, calm, clear, unapologetic. The room, silent. Her words carried weight not because she was the loudest, but because she was the most rooted. She didn't command the room with noise, she conquered it with presence. Ladies, if you master your words, you won't just walk into a room, you'll own it. Want to know the secret sauce of how Sigma females naturally command respect with just their words without selling their souls or faking a thing? Stick around because we're diving deep into the Sigma spellbook today. As Rumi said, raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. So Royal Realms, stay with me till the end because today you're not just learning to talk, you're learning to transform. You're stepping into the most powerful version of yourself. Let's roll. Ladies, here's the truth. Sigma females aren't born commanding respect, they become it through mastery of their mind, spirit, and you guessed it, their words. It's not what they say alone, it's how, when, and why. So pour yourself a cup of that elite level tea, kick back, and let's get into this royal training session. First, ladies, Sigma females understand that silence is a language. You heard me right, silence. That pregnant pause between words. That choice not to respond when others are scrambling to defend themselves, that's power. Sigma females don't fear the void, they weaponize it. Because here's a golden truth. Not every dumb comment deserves your response. Not every question requires your validation. When you speak sparingly, but intentionally, people lean in closer. They wonder what treasures you're holding back. They assign value to your words because you're not giving it all away for free. Like a rare diamond, your scarcity multiplies your worth. Learn to let your silence do half the talking and suddenly people can't afford to ignore you. Second, Sigma females cut the fluff, they speak in power sentences. Ladies, listen closely. Sigma females don't ramble, over-explain, or dilute their messages with endless maybes, sort ofs, or I feel likes. Nah, they know that clarity is king and brevity is the crown. They say exactly what needs to be said with precision. Think of it like a verbal sniper shot instead of machine gun chatter. It's, I disagree because of X, not, I kind of feel like maybe, perhaps in some way, I don't fully agree. One sounds like a queen, the other sounds like someone asking permission to exist. Royal realms, remember, your words reveal your self-worth. Trim the fat, speak the truth, then leave it there standing like a monolith people have to walk around. Third, they speak with emotion, but never from emotion. Sigma, females have feelings, powerful, deep, colorful ones, but they never let their emotions speak for them. They know that yelling when angry or pleading when scared dilutes their message. Instead, they channel their emotions into energy, into controlled intensity. Like a river dam, they don't unleash chaos, they direct their force. You can feel a Sigma female's passion, their conviction without them falling apart or lashing out. They sound steady, even when talking about things that shake their core. And that's why people trust them. Would you follow a captain screaming on deck during a storm? Or the one standing tall, voice unwavering, eyes locked on the stars? Exactly. Fourth, Sigma females command respect by asking bold questions. Ladies, let's be real, anyone can make statements. But a Sigma female, she asks questions that shift tectonic plates. Questions that make people think, reflect, shudder a little inside. Example, instead of saying, you shouldn't treat me like that, a Sigma asks, do you think it's acceptable to speak to people you respect that way? Boom. Now it's not about her feelings, it's about the other person's integrity. She just turned the table with one flick of the wrist. Bold questions expose weak foundations without a single raised voice. Learn to ask questions that make people check themselves, and you won't have to tell them to respect you. They'll start adjusting automatically. Fifth, Sigma females. Speak as if they expect to be heard. Not hope, not wish, expect. Ladies, you ever notice when someone speaks with timid energy, the room treats them like background noise? Sigma females avoid that trap. They speak like their words matter because deep inside they believe they do. They don't pepper their speech with sorry or just wondering if. They don't shrink themselves. They expect you to listen, and that expectation creates reality. Confidence is contagious. If you present yourself like a worthy queen addressing her court, guess what? People start bowing without even realizing it. Sixth, Sigma females know the power of the pause. Sometimes it's not about the words you say, but the space you leave between them. Sigma females use pauses like Jedi mind tricks. After making a strong statement, they pause. They let the words marinate. They give the listener time to feel the impact. When you rush, you seem desperate. When you pause, you seem in command. Think about it. After dropping a heavy truth, the quiet that follows feels louder than any scream. Ladies, your power isn't just in speaking, it's in letting your words echo. 7. Sigma females use humor like a sword, not a shield. Royal realms, humor is powerful, but how you use it makes or breaks your aura. Sigma. Females are witty, not goofy. They use humor to disarm, to deflect foolishness, to show mastery over the moment, not to beg for approval. They'll roast someone gently to make a point without hostility. They'll make light of tense moments without losing their authority. Their humor says, I see through this, I'm above the drama. It doesn't say, please like me. Remember, true humor flows from strength, not insecurity. Master this art, and you'll turn awkwardness into admiration with one eyebrow raise. 8. Sigma females are ruthless with boundaries, and they speak them without apology. That's not acceptable to me. I'm not available for that. I'll have to decline. Simple, firm, respectful. Ladies, every time you clearly articulate a boundary, you command deeper respect even from people who don't like it. Weak language invites disrespect. Clear, unapologetic boundaries demand it. Because guess what? People treat you the way you teach them to. 9th, Sigma females make people feel seen, and that commands respect instantly. Sigma females aren't cold statues, they're keen observers. They listen more than they speak. When they do speak, they reference things they've picked up. You mentioned you were overwhelmed last week, how are you holding up? Boom, now you're not just another face in the crowd, you're the one who notices, who cares, who remembers. And when people feel seen, they naturally respect you because you've touched something deeper than status or ego. 10th, Sigma females always let their actions match their words. Finally, ladies. The most powerful language isn't verbal at all, it's behavior. You can say all the strong, confident words you want, but if your actions betray insecurity, manipulation, or inconsistency, your words evaporate. Sigma females don't just talk about self-respect, power, and independence, they live it. And that's why when they speak, their words carry the weight of 1,000 actions behind them. Consistency is the amplifier of every powerful word you utter. Live the truth you speak, and you won't need to fight for respect. It will find you. Royal realms, hear me clear. When you master your words, you master your world. Sigma females don't shout louder, they don't play games. They don't perform for crumbs of approval. They stand in their truth, wield their language like royalty, and shape reality around them. Ladies, your voice is not just sound, it's your signature. It tells the world who you are before you even walk through the door. Master silence, master precision, master presence, master boundaries, master consistency, and watch the world bend to the gravity of your quiet, unstoppable power. So ladies, if you're ready to speak like the Sigma Queen, you or watch this video again. Take notes, absorb it into your bones, and go practice. Because words are your spell work, and it's time to cast some serious magic out into the world. Stay royal, stay radiant, and stay unstoppable. I'll see you in the next video, Queens. Your empire awaits.